Greetings, YouTube. I've got to be honest, I couldn't sleep much last night, which I guess isn't really like unnormal for me anyway, because of a combination of insomnia, sleep apnea, overwork, addiction to work, etc. But enough about my issues. We saw in a video that I posted and a live stream recording, thanks to the Mama Bear luck and the generosity of my alliance, the greatest lucky crystal opening, at least in terms of 5 stars, that I've ever had in the span of 10 featured Cavalier crystals. I have been hunting Omega Red for 8 months. Almost all of the calendar year of 2019. And that champion had eluded me in 76 attempts. 760,000 5-star shards. Not to count all the times he eluded me in things like featured Cavalier crystals. And so it occurred to me when I finally saw that avatar, but psych, in a 5-star form, because there was a moment where I saw his face and I had to count the stars because I was like, oh no, did I just get the 6-star version? Which people would be like, why are you complaining about that? Well, I just think Omega Red is like Void. You know, you need somebody at max sig, or at least close to be really effective. And it's just so hard to get 6-star 6-stones right now. We've seen them twice, and we have not seen 6-star Awakening gems, even the class-based, ever. So you're getting like half of a puzzle piece, but really when you need max sig, you're looking at like a fifth of a puzzle versus a 5-star, which I would have the power to awaken and take to sig 200 immediately. And so I got this guy, and I thought to myself, okay, so many people were right, because I did the poll a couple of days ago, which, by the way, I like to do poll videos like on average about once every 3 months. I like to do 4 to 5 a year. And so we're going to have another chance at this, but also there's going to be one more poll coming, and then I promise I'll take a step back from those videos when I ask the community who I should hunt for next, because we decided on Omega Red as a channel, and that was really important to me, to get the champion that you would love to watch me hunt just as much as I would love to hunt the champion. And so that is going to be no different this time. But either way, I said to myself, all right, they were right, because they said as soon as you think about ranking up Captain Marvel, you're going to get Omega Red. However, I did something smart, which is not always my habit. So I took her up, but I did not awaken her, and I did not take her past rank 3, even though I have the resources now to do just that. And on top of that, I have the SIG 200 potential with my Awakening gem resources. But here's the deal. People said to me, Prof, I think it'd be a no-brainer, even if you had Omega Red, if you had Nick Fury. So I said to myself, okay, I got Omega Red. I'm going to start hunting Nick Fury. I'm just going to make a poll because I feel like I have to, but I'm going to say we really need Nick Fury on this channel, so let's hunt Nick Fury. And I was going to lobby for Nick Fury and argue as to why this was so essential to my completion. And then just a couple crystals later, like 2 to 3 crystals literally after Omega Red, he pops up. And it's like we hunted him in -1 rounds because we didn't even know we were hunting for him, and we got him. Best first world MCFC problem ever. For those of you that are convinced Kabam and its algorithm has rigged my crystals, I cannot argue with you. This is another amount of data, and you know I love to say that word, as proof. So, suddenly, I have the missing white whale, not, in terms of actually what he looks like, but just in terms of the phrase. Every once in a while, somebody gets triggered in the comments. They're like, you can only say the words white whale if the person's white. And I'm like, it's just a phrase. I promise. But here's the deal. You want to talk about the other white whale? I have Sabretooth for Omega Red only as a 4-star. You can see no 5-star Sabretooth there. If we go to the 4-star variety, we will see that I have indeed landed him. Where is he? There he is. But that's it. I can't bring that guy into Act 6. And speaking of Act 6, keep in mind that I have only done one initial clear of each chapter of Act 6. So I have all of that to go. And my best advice is coming from the people who honestly are so blessed that they have both Omega Red and Captain Marvel Movie Edition at SIG 200, and they have tried both out in Act 6. Because I just want to know, who's going to save me units? Who's going to save me time? Who is going to be the better champion to Awaken in the long run? I can only take up one champion. And remember, I have, since Cyber Monday, November of 2018, this thing, I can either Awaken Captain Marvel or Omega Red. And I have enough 5-star 6 stones to take one of them to max sig, because I am a patient person who likes to be patient with rank up resources, and I have saved 33 plus 1s, 26 plus 2s, 28 plus 5s. And on top of that, if I rank up Captain Marvel, I already have 52 of the Cosmic, and unfortunately, because I used most of them on Archangel, because my boy Whaler213 warned me that I would pull Omega Red as soon as I awakened Archangel, and he was right. I still love Archangel, by the way. I don't regret it, even though I'm sure he thinks I should. I only have 19 6 stones. Oh, by the way, I also have an additional 10 in the form of the plus 5. So really, I have 62 6 stones for Captain Marvel, or 19 for Omega Red, plus the generics. And then, of course, on top of that, let's scroll back up, shall we? In terms of Awakening gems, I also have to decide, because the channel might decide, Prof, it's time you hunt for Aegon, finally. Is it better to use this now on Nick Fury, who I've been told, even at SIG 1, is a much better champion? I don't know much about him. I have not used him. Or save this for Aegon. Because I could also take up, if we use that, Nick Fury to, I think it's SIG 111 when you count that, because I have 105 plus 1s, and then 1 plus 5, and then the Awakening. Yeah, so SIG 111. Wow, the math was actually right. How historic. So it was Captain Marvel and Omega Red, even though I didn't have Omega Red in the last poll. Now it's Captain Marvel, Omega Red, and what to do about Nick Fury. I do have some Awakenings to take up Omega Red, at least to rank 3, just from the gems that I got from the failed attempt at a 5-star Mutant Crystal last week. The other question is, should I save this thing? So many questions in this video. And that's why you just got to do a video and not like a poll. Should I use this rank 3 to rank 4 I got from Variant 2 for Aegon, or should I use it now for Nick Fury? I don't know. My head is spinning. So many questions. As always, I thank you in advance for commenting on this video and giving your advice, particularly if you've used both Omega Red and Captain Marvel Movie Edition and want to just give some input. So, whew! Poll 1 of 2 for the next 24 hours is complete, and I like to keep these videos under 10 minutes when I can, so I'm going to stop it now and just say thanks for watching, and thanks in advance for commenting and giving me your feedback. It's a lot to think about, but it's all worth it, even for Prestige, right? Captain Marvel is so amazing for Prestige, too.